In First Steps Conversations, beginning in session 4 with the Bible, we begin talking about the 4 foundational disciplines of the faith: Bible, prayer, and then we have fellowship, and then sharing the message. But the question is, how do we make disciplines something that we actually want to do? Let me tell you my story. When I first became a Christian, I found myself reading the Bible and praying and thinking, this is boring. I didn't want to do it. At the same time, I memorized Romans 12:1, where it says, I urge you, therefore, brothers and sisters, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies a living and holy sacrifice, acceptable to God, which is your spiritual form of worship. I think Paul had it. He knew how to transition from disciplines that were difficult to do at first into something that became his lifestyle and that were easy to do. He did it by the mercies of God. And it's a life pattern that at first when you begin doing things, they're difficult at first, but as you continue to do them and see value, they really do become something that excites you to do, even if it's a sacrifice. I urge you, therefore, brothers and sisters, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies a living and holy sacrifice, which is your spiritual form of worship. Now, I remembered when I was having this difficulty praying, when it was so boring and it just didn't seem to relate. I remembered when I was growing up that my mom, fantastic Christian, loved Jesus. I would walk by her room and I would see her praying and I would see her reading the Bible every day. She just loved to do it. And one day I asked her, Mom, why do you do that? Why do you spend time? There's all kinds of other things that you can be doing, and you're really busy. Why do you spend so much time praying and reading your Bible? And I still remember when she looked at me and she said, I pray and I read the Bible because I enjoy it. And then I thought, many years later, as I was having struggle with enjoying it, I thought, well, I'm just going to pray this prayer that I learned from my mom. I looked up in the heaven, I said, Jesus, help me to enjoy reading the Bible and praying. You know, God answered that prayer. I love to read the Bible and pray now. It has become who I am. It's not a discipline, at least it was at first a discipline, but now it has become who I am. And I don't mind sacrificing even to get up early in the morning because I experience the mercies of God in the midst of this discipline. So let me give you a couple of other illustrations that will help you. How about brushing your teeth when you were a little kid? You didn't like to do it. Everybody around you that you know is glad that brushing your teeth is a habit in your life right now. See, that's the way habits happen in our life. At first a discipline, and then it becomes easy. I'm a member of a health club, and there are certain members of the health club that I see all the time, and we're always talking about January and February. All of a sudden the health club gets busy, and then in March we have the health club all to ourselves again. And we know that we love to exercise. It's a discipline that has become who we are. And the people who only come in January and February, well, they've made that New Year's resolution. They're going to be disciplined, they're going to be disciplined, they're going to be disciplined. And then their energy and just their control just wanes and wanes and wanes. And finally, they just stop coming because it's not a lifestyle. I want to say this. If you're having difficulty praying and reading your Bible, look up into heaven and just say, God, help me to enjoy this. And what will begin to happen is this. You'll find that your prayers are answered. You'll find that as you read the Bible, specific verses will be given to you that will help you make wise decisions during the day. And as the mercies of God begin to come into your life through this discipline, it will become who you are. And you will find yourself getting up early in the morning to pray and read the Bible because it will become the most important and the most exciting thing that you do with your day.